Welcome to CruiseAway, your brand new destination for everything holiday, cruise and travel with one of the biggest names in the business. I'm Jo Grimwood.
Good morning, and I'm Derek Marks, and we're going to be with you every weekday morning from 8 right here on 7-2 to bring you exciting cruise deals that are available today for just a low deposit.
Coming up in this show, we've got some real adventures to take you on, including your chance to experience Cunard's 3 queens in one luxurious trip, an epic 37-night holiday package. Plus, the luxury continues as we board Azamara for a fabulous voyage from Bordeaux to Amsterdam, plus one of our favourite voyages with Norwegian Cruise Line, aptly titled Fire and Ice, taking you from Hawaii to Alaska.
That's a corker as well. Now, we might be brand new here on your TV screens, and thanks for being there. But you know what? CruiseAway have been around for quite some time.
Here at CruiseAway, we've been sending Australian travellers on amazing cruise holidays for over 25 years. Our award-winning team specialise in bringing you the best deals from all major cruise lines, sailing right across the globe. Whether you're looking to cruise locally or afar, with thousands of unmissable deals available right now, you can be sure we'll find you your perfect cruise holiday. So, if you're ready, let's go cruising.
Oh yes, we're going to be heading off on the 3 queens. My goodness, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Heading to Alaska, Las Vegas, the Big Apple and the fjords for 37 nights.
All of that in one holiday?
All of that in one holiday.
Okay.
And get this, Queen Elizabeth, Queen Mary II and the Queen Victoria.
All in one holiday. Incredible.
I mean, my word. Yes, 19th of June, we're going to be heading off on this adventure, flying from Australia to Vancouver, where you'll start this epic journey with a one-night hotel stay. Gorgeous Vancouver, Canada. It is one of the most exciting cities on earth. You've got the mountains and the ocean. You've got, opportunities to see incredible bears in the Grouse Mountain Bear Sanctuary there. Maybe you're going to head out on the water and do some whale watching. Go on and enjoy some incredible shopping as well. And Granville Island for a feast of delightful food from all over the world. Vancouver is very, very special indeed. Then our first queen, the Queen Elizabeth. She is gorgeous and glamorous. Now you're going to be on board the Queen Elizabeth for 10 fabulous nights. Cunard is very unique. It really is the absolute pinnacle of cruising. It's the original White Star Line, of course, for the first cruise ships ever. And I tell you what, it's not just about being on a ship. It's about being on truly an ocean liner when you're on Cunard ships. You have the elegance of those lovely formal nights where you can dress up to the nines and feel super glamorous. Perhaps you're going to enjoy a white gloved afternoon tea in the traditional British way with a very extensive tea menu, I have to say. Maybe head up to the solarium and spa to feel indulged in the very finest way. So let's give you an idea of where you're going to be heading to on the Queen Elizabeth. Well, first of all, we'll be heading out to sea before seeing the capital of Alaska, Juneau, then on to Skagway for the famous White Pass Yukon Rail, which is gorgeous. We'll be going through some of the fabulous destinations for you. Juneau, as I mentioned, capital of Alaska, got to the Mount Roberts tramway to see some unbelievable glacial views is my suggestion. Skagway, I love this port. Dewey Lake's beautiful. Head up to a little, if you can, a little hike up into Dewey Lake, and of course the White Pass and Yukon Railroad, like I mentioned. Onto Hubbard Glacier for scenic cruising. You will actually see quite an ethereal sight as the glacier breaks off and cracks into the water. There's nothing like it on Earth, having this experience. Then fabulous Sitka, which is a little bit more laid back, chilled out. You've got the Fortress of the Bear there, the Bear Sanctuary, which is amazing. And then we have more scenic cruising through Glacier Bay. It's the most incredible experience on Earth visiting Alaska, in my opinion. You might be lucky enough to see vultures and bald eagles. Then we're into Ketchikan for the Totem Park eagle watching. Maybe you'll see whales and dolphins too. I mean, it is an indoor-outdoor experience when you're on a vessel cruising to Alaska. Victoria's our last port of call. We're going to be hitting before, of course, we finish our trip on the first Queen and head back into Vancouver, Canada. Now, you're not leaving Vancouver just yet. You're going to have another night to enjoy gorgeous Vancouver. Maybe take in some galleries, go to a winery, or just chill and relax after your incredible Alaskan adventure. Great way to finish part one of your trip. You're not done yet, not even close to being done, because you are heading to Viva Las Vegas. That's right, for 3 nights in Sin City in a great hotel on the Strip. One thing you've got to do here, you've got to see the Bellagio fountains. The light up display every night is unbelievable. Maybe you'll want to do a little bit of hiking or head to Grand Canyon, Hoover Dam. Of course, being in Nevada, you're surrounded by incredible desert and iconic natural landscapes as well, which is lovely. And it's very, very different. It's very much a contrast from the bright lights of the Strip. Maybe, you must actually go to Caesar's Palace. That's a must for sure. And also, of course, you've got Trump Tower, you've got the Stratosphere with the roller coaster on top. The MGM is brilliant too. The Venetian, you can actually ride a gondola through the Venetian inside a hotel. I know, that's Vegas for you, isn't it? Always surprising and very, very exciting indeed. Your adventures are nowhere close to being done, because after you've enjoyed Las Vegas for those 3 nights, you're then going to be heading onto a flight, included in your trip, of course, and going to New York for 3 amazing nights in the Big Apple itself. Oh my gosh, where do we even begin with New York? There's a certain energy to New York that is very unique, and everyone that visits mentions it. It's sort of constantly moving, this city, but it's always exciting and enthralling. Whether you're strolling through Central Park and enjoying the incredible landscapes, or perhaps heading out to see the Statue of Liberty on a Circle Line cruise, or Times Square to do some shopping, or Broadway, you will never ever be lacking in things to do and points of interest in New York City, and you'll be blown away by the sheer scale of the city. It's quite magical, in all honesty, and you'll want to come back to New York time and time again, because once you've been there, you'll be a fan for life. Now, are you ready for your second cruise?
Gosh, I can't believe this holiday just keeps giving and giving and giving.
I mean, this is crazy, Derek. We're on to the Queen Mary 2 next.
Queen number 2 is Queen Mary 2. How a coincidence is that? Now, this is where we take the ultimate transatlantic adventure over to the UK. You lucky, lucky people. Now, you are doing it in style. Of course, Queen Mary 2 quite often does the trip back and forth, doesn't she, between
exactly.
Southampton.
That's her signature trip, actually.
Yeah, absolutely. And you've got the best of everything, haven't you, on board. Again, you've got that Cunard style and grace. And actually, with the transatlantic, you've got that opportunity to relax and indulge and really experience a cruise holiday as well. Because your holiday's been fairly high octane so far, hasn't it?
It sure has. Now, this is going to be the time when you will just sit out on deck and maybe take in the sea breeze, where you will go and to the planetarium that they have on board and watch some incredible theatre as well. And then, in no time at all, you'll be in Southampton, where you'll have a 2-night hotel stay in fabulous Southampton, UK. Now, you might want to head into London from Southampton. It's very easy to do so on the train, or maybe Bath as well, which isn't far away. Southampton itself is a lovely city, great shopping there. And of course, you're on the gorgeous coast. And with it being summertime as well, you might get that odd little speck of sun, who knows?
Well, also, if you're a cruise spotter, that's one of the big hubs where the cruise ships go out of the UK into Southampton as well.
Yeah. Talking of cruises, guess what? Yeah, number 3, we're on to the gorgeous Queen Victoria. This will be your final cruise, but I tell you what, we've saved the best for last, because you are going to be cruising through the iconic Norwegian fjords on the beautiful and elegant Queen Victoria. Now, if you love a spot of dancing, I have to say, you can go ahead and enjoy the ballroom dancing that they offer on board Cunard. Maybe you want to do some fencing, learn how to fence. They have professional ballroom dancers and instructors for all different types of dance. That's one of the main features of being on a Cunard ship. So it's actually really fun just to watch the dance couples, even if you're not a dancer. Now, when you're watching those shows at night, you're going to feel like absolute royalty. Maybe you're going to sit in one of the boxes with a glass of champers. Why not? You are on holiday, and everybody loves to go to town on formal night when it comes to dressing up for Cunard. Now, our first port is Haugesund, where you can actually see the monument to Norway. Also, just wandering around this sort of chocolate box perfect towns is a special part of being in this part of the world. Grange is your next port, and look at those vistas. It is absolutely gorgeous, lush and green, and seeing the fjords in action is magnificent.
My favourite cruise port, Oldham. It's such the sweetest little chocolate box place in the world. Just to wander around, it's beautiful. You've got lots of scenic cruising around the fjords between all of these. And you've got Bergen as well with its...
It's my favourite, Bergen.
Oh, it's
the
so
capital.
charming. So charming, it really is. And then we will come back into Southampton, and then we are putting on, as well as part of this holiday package, a 2-night hotel stay in London.
All
so
right,
your holiday's still not done yet. It's incredible. As anybody, listen, there's going to be questions after this.
It's a never-ending cruise.
I know, it's a brilliant.
Which we love, right? This is going to be such an amazing trip. I love that you finish off with 2 nights in iconic London, where you can, you know what, if you
pop in and see the 4th Queen.
Yes, absolutely. Oh, I like it. I like it. Have some tea with her, maybe. But if you're a little bit pooped, why not just take one of those open top bus tours that will take you around the city, and you can relax. Go and have an afternoon tea in Fortnum and Masons is my recommendation.
That would be incredible, wouldn't it?
Yeah, and sit in St James's Park, chat to the squirrels. They're very chatty. They like to climb up your legs and on your head. Have you ever had that happen?
Oh, and you get a handful of pigeons as well in Trafalgar Square.
Yeah.
That would be good to do. You'll be glad to know that your flight back at the end of all of this is from London as well, which is brilliant. Now, didn't that feel longer than 37 nights? I tell you what, if you want a full breakdown of everything that is in this holiday, because I really don't have time to tell you again, what you do is pop this cruise ID into this website here. So cruiseaway.com.au, and pop in that cruise ID there. Take a picture of it on your phone now quickly before it disappears. And then you can get all of the details. Now, because this comes up in June, we can talk about a deposit on this one. I'm going to show you the package price first of all. When you consider just how many holidays there are in one, it's ridiculous, isn't it? And you are looking, I mean, this could be the ultimate, this could be a honeymoon adventure, couldn't it? This could be, okay, we're landmarking here, we're saying goodbye to work, that's the end of working, it's now our time completely. Maybe this is the right holiday for that. Maybe it's a significant anniversary or something similar. It is incredible. Let me show you the details here on this one as well. And again, I'll attempt very, very quickly to tell you what you're doing and what's included. So, from Australia, you fly to Vancouver for a 1-night hotel stay. I bet you forgot about that. Then you've got Queen Elizabeth, your first cruise, 10 nights cruising around Alaska. Then you arrive back into Vancouver, another night in a hotel there. Then we fly you from Vancouver to Las Vegas for a 3-night hotel stay there. Then we fly you from Vegas to New York for a 3-night hotel stay there. Then you join Queen Mary 2 for a 7-night cruise over to the UK to Southampton. You have a 2-night hotel stay in Southampton. Then you get on to Queen Victoria for a 7-night cruise around the Norwegian fjords, cruise back into Southampton, and then go up to London for 2 nights in a hotel there, and then finally fly back to Oz thinking, oh my heavens, I've just been on 15 holidays in one. How amazing is that? Listen, if you want to know more, you've got, of course, our website, or you can call us right now, toll-free 1300 306 134. Oh my word. That's show done, isn't it? Really?
What was that again? Can you just go through that? I'm joking.
No, there's not enough of me, I'm afraid, to do that. And we've only got half an hour, and we've got more offers to show you.
Yes, we do. Yes, we're switching cruise lines to give you a rest now. We are going to a very unique cruise line right now called Asmara.
Oh, they're amazing.
They really are. It's very special. It's very, tailored cruising. You'll feel like you are in a boutique hotel, but it's very much attention, one-to-one, staff ratio as well. It's brilliant. So Paris and Bordeaux to Amsterdam is the name of this trip. 18 nights, leaving on the 12th of June, where you'll fly from Australia to Paris and begin your European adventure with a 3-night hotel stay. The city of love and light.
You've got to spend some time there, haven't you?
You totally do. The Louvre that we saw right there. Actually, if you go online, there's all kinds of passes you can get going before you go to Paris, like fast track to the Louvre and the Eiffel Tower, which actually makes it more effective for your time, which is great. You can eat up in the Eiffel Tower restaurant. That is amazing. Take a nice cruise of the Seine, perhaps a dinner cruise. I did that when I was there. That was so much fun. Or take a cycling tour around the city. You've got to go to the Pont Neuf. That's where they have all the padlocks, locked love they call it. You put yourself and your other half's name on the lock bridge and take a picture. It's very, very cool. Champs-Élysées for your shopping. Oh, then we're going to be transferring you to Bordeaux, the wine region.
And we're going.
Yes.
Our journey between Paris and Bordeaux, by the way, is a first-class express train, if we don't mind. And then we have a night in a hotel in gorgeous Bordeaux as well. Bordeaux, of course, wine country for those who are not familiar.
This is going to be quite a winey cruise, actually, because you're going to be heading into quite a few of the lovely regions of France, which are known for their wine. Now, then it's time to cruise on your Azamara Club Cruise. Now, this is the journey, and she is literally like probably nothing else you've cruised on before, unless you, of course, are familiar with Azamara. You're going to be on board for 11 nights. Starting with an overnight in port in Bordeaux. So the lovely thing is you actually get 2 nights to enjoy Bordeaux. Very much more a relaxed French city. You'll love it. But Azamara, my goodness, it's much more about the experience of cruising versus the big spectacle of cruising when you're on Azamara. The attention to detail, the beautifully appointed spaces. It's also about enrichment. They have great lectures on board, a really well-stocked library. So it's about the love of travel.
It's a bit more like a charter for a selected few,
yes,
really. I like to think of Azamara like that because the service is so bespoke to you as well. And there's so much included in the price in your cruise as well. Select drinks are included. There are port shuttles. There is Wi-Fi. You've got lots and lots of extra. You've got longer stays in port as well. In fact, actually, Azamara spend around about 80% of their cruise in ports. And they also have special As Amazing events as well that go on. So they'll actually either host an entertainment of some sort or a spectacle of some sort from one of the ports, or they'll take you to something very, very special. Yeah, that's
lovely because you really get a flavour of the port.
Yeah.
It might be when you have an overnight there. Now, after we've enjoyed an overnight in Bordeaux, we set sail. And Azamara are all about unique destinations too that other cruises don't visit. We're heading into Nantes for an overnight where you'll get to see the medieval fortresses, maybe the Museum of Fine Arts, or head to the cathedral. And you get to experience this enchanting French city at night. We're into Brest for our next port. For the amazing castle, the Quimper Cathedral, the Tanguy Tower as well. And again, just strolling around the streets of these incredible towns will give you a flair before heading to Guernsey, which is a beautiful of course, island off the coast of the UK. Now, on to St. Malo for our next port, where we can head to the iconic fortress, the Fort National, or perhaps to the ramparts. Very, very cute little port there. On to Cherbourg for our next little visit, where you can go to La Cité de Mer, or perhaps the Parc Emmanuel Liesse, or the Basilica there is also great to visit. Before we head to Honfleur. Now, this is going to be your gateway to Paris, if you can see a little bit more of Paris, because you can never see enough of Paris, that's for sure, for the Louvre Museum. Then we're on to Bruges, which is beautiful. Chocolates, waffles, the Grand Palace there, which is a beautiful gilded gold, elegant building. Then we're into Amsterdam, where we'll have an overnight on board and 1 night in a hotel. What a great way to finish your adventure. You might want to head to the Anne Frank House. Highly recommend that. Take a tour of the canals, the Van Gogh Museum. Cycle around. Of course, they're known for, their bike paths in Amsterdam too. You'll fall in love with this city. It's impossible not to see those tulips before you're going to head home.
Tulips from Amsterdam.
Will it be tulip season? It's June. I think you'll still see them,
definitely.
Won't you? Yeah.
Absolutely. And of course, you've got some time while you're in Amsterdam as well to take a little veer off and a little adventure down to Keukenhof as well. If you fancy and go and see the tulip fields, but you can always pick them up in Amsterdam. Again, this is another epic holiday, isn't it? I mean, we've covered a lot of ground in 18 nights and we're doing it in a whole different kind of style here as well. This is real luxury cruising. Now, this comes up for you in June, which again comes around ever so quickly, and it's already very, very busy already booking up very, very fast as well. So let's have a look at your price tag, and then I will run through what we've got included for this price tag as well, because this is a boutique, a bespoke, a luxury holiday. This is a real treat. This is one of those adventures that you've waited a long time to amass, and I tell you what, for the price tag that you've got here, for the offering you have in the cruise industry, I mean, by all means, look around, review sites for Azamara. They are one incredible cruise line. It really is almost a one-on-one service there with so much laid on for you. You might never want to leave the ship itself. They're absolutely incredible. Let's take a look at the details then for this one then for you. So you'll fly from Australia to Paris. You've got a 3-night hotel stay in Paris included here. First class express train down to Bordeaux for a night in a hotel, and then 11 nights on your amazing Azamara journey around from Bordeaux through Nantes and Brest, St. Peter's Port. You've got Saint-Malo, Cherbourg, Honfleur, Bruges, and then into Amsterdam, where you have an overnight on the ship and an extra night in the hotel as well in Amsterdam before you fly it back to the UK. All of that included from just $6,699 per person. 1300 306 134 is our toll-free telephone number. Lines are open right now if you want more details. And again, if you've got any questions whatsoever, please do pick up the phone and call us. I'll tell you what, they really are big adventures across your breakfast table this morning, and it's lovely to have your company. Right, let's take next a voyage of fire and ice. So a complete contrast in this one, Jo, for April.
This is one of my favourite itineraries, Derek. 21 nights leaving on the 22nd of April, where you'll be flying from Oz to Honolulu, where this amazing getaway starts with a 2-night hotel stay in the really the flagship Hawaiian island, Oahu, the one we all think about, the one we all dream about, right? Honolulu. Now, the incredible thing about Honolulu is it's the tropics mixed with the US. You've got, of course, so much great shopping there, great restaurants. You can visit Pearl Harbor, which of course is an iconic thing to do in this port of call. They do have some of the best marine life in the world in the Hawaiian Islands. So Hanauma Bay is my top recommendation for snorkeling. You walk in ankles deep into the water, and then you see these incredible tropical fish sort of surrounding your feet. There's nothing quite like it. Maybe you like to dive as well. Now, with the Hawaiian Islands being so volcanic, you can head up and see some volcanoes, of course, while you're there, or perhaps up to Diamond Head crater for amazing views. Then we're going to be embarking the beautiful Norwegian Spirit for 16 full fabulous nights, taking in Alaska and Hawaii. And she is a beautiful and classic Norwegian vessel. The Spirit is very friendly. I mean, this is the nice thing about this particular ship. She's not the biggest of Norwegian ships, so she was recently reimagined with the biggest budget ever spent on a cruise ship in the fleet. So you have, seriously, I mean, it's like going onto a new ship, because you've got all of these areas that have been reimagined and redesigned. It's absolutely beautiful. I've been on her before the refurb, and I was in love with this ship. It's just incredible. Brand new Spinnaker Lounge, which is the hubbub, the meeting place for all of the parties they have on Norwegian. They are known for it. The White Hot Party is the one you want to go to. It's so much fun. Then we're cruising out of Honolulu, and our first port of call is beautiful Kona, Hawaii. Now, with Hawaii being so volcanic, you might want to head up to see the summit of the volcanoes, but the Magic Sands is also a really cool thing to see when you're there. I won't give too much away. They're known for the brewing company too, if you love a beer. Now, Wili Wili in Kauai is your next port, where you can go and see a luau. That's a very cool thing to do when you're there. And then we're into beautiful Maui for the Lau Valley State Park, the Ocean Centre, or perhaps a little spot of shopping on Front Street there. Into Hilo, the most exciting of the volcanic islands, the natural phenomena. Maybe you'll take a head up to the volcano. Then we're going to have a little bit of time at sea before heading into Icy Strait Point, Alaska. Yes, over to Alaska. This is the ice part of your itinerary. Beautiful wildlife awaits you in Alaska, and great zip line. Then we're scenic cruising through Glacier Bay, where you'll see the incredible glaciers in real time as they break off from the ice and just fall down into the ocean. It's amazing. On to Skagway for the White Pass and Yukon Railroad, which is world famous, or maybe a little hike up to Dewey Lake, or strolling around the town for a spot of shopping. Juneau, the capital of Alaska, where you can go to Mendenhall Glacier, whale watching, or perhaps Tracy Arm Fjord. But I love to stroll around the town in Juneau. They have the cutest stores, as does Ketchikan, right at your fingertips. It is literally like toy town. It's just the most beautiful and enchanting place in the world, Alaska. We'll be disembarking in Vancouver, Canada, where we'll have a one-night hotel stay after having the most tremendous cruise experience of fire and ice. Now, Vancouver is a great place to finish your trip. It really is. And you've got the Granville Island there. You can go and do a little bit of hiking or take a cable car tour, head across that bridge. You might want to go and enjoy some great shopping. Of course, it is the end of your trip. You'll be flying home, so you might want to shop there. And after so many adventures, my goodness, you're going to be talking about this cruise for years to come. It's a once-in-a-lifetime adventure, and it's one of the most popular itineraries. I'm just going to warn you right now about that.
Oh, is it ever? Honestly, I know we are brand new to your TV screens right now, but I have to tell you, this offer has been available for quite some time, and it is super, super busy. I have to tell you that the name of the package itself, Fire and Ice, it's very, very alluring, isn't it? It fills you with fascination. And actually, in one holiday, because of course, you know, these are far-flung destinations, in one holiday, this covers so much. A lot of people dream of a Hawaiian Islands cruise. A lot of people dream of an Alaskan cruise. To bring those two worlds together in one holiday is brilliant without having to organise it yourselves, because you know, that can be an absolute nightmare, as I'm sure you've had experience of in the past. We've all been there. Well, let our team here at CruiseAway sort everything out for you. Now, this goes in April, but you can put a deposit in right now of just $500 each to lock in the deal that I'm about to give you. And here is the package price, and it includes so much, let me tell you. And Norwegian are a fantastic cruise line to enjoy as well. $6,199 per person there for you. That's flights, that's stays, that's that amazing cruise which takes in Hawaii and Alaska all in one big adventure. Let's show you the details then, because then you can see your upgrade options as well if you want to upgrade your stateroom on board the Norwegian Spirit. It is brilliant, let me tell you. So you'll fly out to Honolulu on the 22nd of April, 2 nights in a hotel on Honolulu. How amazing that will be. And then you've got 16 nights of cruising on Norwegian Spirit around the Hawaiian Islands and then across with some nice time at sea in the middle as well to really enjoy and indulge in the ship before you have a lovely cruise around Alaska. Finish that in Vancouver with an extra night in a hotel in Vancouver and then the flight back to Oz. Again, what an amazing package this is, and already super busy. In fact, we have had people left, right and centre talking to us about this offer, and it's already booking very fast. April isn't that far away if you think about it. It soon comes around. So if you want to know more, call us toll free 1300 306 134. Our team of consultants that are based in Australia are here and ready to talk to you as well right the way through the week. Not just about the mammoth offering we've just given you in half an hour then. I'm still dizzy from all of those, aren't you?
Gosh. I can't even believe these itineraries. I mean, they're just the itineraries of dreams.
They are. And listen, we are going to be on your screens every weekday morning at 8 a.m. here on 7-2. So make sure you come and join us. Make it a regular date and we'll dream up and bring you some incredible holiday opportunities. Listen, enjoy the rest of your day and we'll see you back here soon. Take care.
Keep smiling. See you soon.